All right, John, other news today. The murder of an Oklahoma City girl is prompting one lawmaker to ask for some big changes at DHS.
He wants improvements made into how the state reviews child abuse and neglect cases in light of what happened in the Asia Johnson case. You may remember Asia Johnson was found dead along with her stepfather, Lester Hobbs, in a suspected murder-suicide. Hobbs is accused of kidnapping Asia after killing her mother. News 9's Adriana Ivashinsky talked with Asia's family about the review and what they want done. Adriana?
Amanda, one thing Asia's family wants is mandatory background checks on adults who are in the lives of these at-risk kids in the DHS system, and to prevent those with abusive criminal records from being allowed around them. Today they met with DHS and several other agencies at the state capitol to try to make that happen as a way to honor Asia's memory.
And this is her room, which I haven't changed yet.
Everywhere you look, there is something that reminds J.J. Johnson of his precious daughter, Asia. It is a constant reminder of a little girl whose life was cut tragically short.
Yeah, I buried her with a little cheerleader doll. She wanted to be a cheerleader.
Johnson says he doesn't want what happened to her to happen to anyone else.
If a bill like this would have been passed, my daughter Asia would have never been placed in harm's way. And all of this would have been prevented.
That's why Johnson and his other daughter Betsy are trying to do something about it. Betsy Evans is working with State Representative Chris Steele to try to change the way DHS reviews its cases. They want stricter guidelines in place.
You know, it's too late to save Asia, but it's not too late to save another child.
Johnson says he wishes those changes were in place before, saying it could have prevented Asia's murder. He says Lester Hobbs had a long criminal record and should not have been allowed around his daughter.
For them to place my daughter with him, I couldn't understand that. I still can't. You know, I don't want my daughter's name just to be left on the ground as just another statistic of a little girl being killed. I want some of this to be stopped. We've got to protect our children. That's all there is to it.
Now, a spokesperson with DHS tells me the agency does have a very detailed review process internally, but they are looking closely at how cases are reviewed and handled when there is a negative outcome to see if improvements can be made.
All right, Adriana, thank you. Representative Chris Steele also helped draft legislation and reform after the death of